Attachment research shows that our earliest relationship with a caregiver often shapes what it feels familiar in order to love, even when that familiarity is painful. Not because we choose a unhealthy partner consciously, but because the nervous system recognizes what it already knows. Hi, I'm Camila Hess, systemic therapist and founder of the Rebel Moms community. Every day, I help women escape their emotional prisons by teaching them how to balance motherhood, feminine power, and relationships. If that sounds something like you need, go ahead, hit the subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss more content on emotional intelligence. And I have many women asking me the same question. Why do I keep attracting emotional, unavailable, or narcissistic partners? Well, the answer is often where they don't expect. It doesn't actually start in the relationship. It starts much earlier. It starts on your first emotional mirror, your mom. Not because she failed you, but because she shaped how connection feels inside your body. Your relationship with your mother teaches you very early whether your emotions are welcome, whether your needs are safe, and whether closeness requires adaptation. And those lessons don't disappear. They become your blueprint for intimacy. If your emotional experience as a child included being dismissed, misunderstood, responsible for her feelings, being the stronger one, or being the easy one, you may have learned something silently. Loves require adjustment. And this belief changes the way you choose partners. Because narcissistic dynamics depends on imbalance. They depend on one person adapting more than the other. They depend on one person holding emotional responsibility for both people. And women who learn early to regulate connection often steps into the role without realizing. Some daughters actually grow up with moms who were emotionally overwhelmed themselves, not unavailable intentionally, but exhausted, anxious, lonely, and unsupported. So the daughter becomes what? Mature very early. She learns to read the room. She learns not to add the pressure. She learns to stay strong. And later in life, she becomes the partner who carries the relationship emotionally. Not because she wants imbalance, but because adaptation feels like love. Narcissistic relationship patterns often relies on exactly this emotional training. They rely on someone who can tolerate distance, someone who can explain instead of confronting, someone who adjusts instead of demanding reciprocity. And if this pattern feels familiar to you, it's not because something is wrong with you. It is because your nervous system learned early that connection requires flexibility instead of mutual responsibility. Understanding your relationship with your mom is not about blaming her. It's about understanding your emotional blueprint. Because once you see the pattern, you start repeating it automatically. And the moment you stop confusing adaptation with love, you start choosing connection that does not require you to disappear inside it. If you are already following me, congratulations, you're growing your emotional intelligence every single day. And if you're not, you might not see me again, so follow now and make emotional maturity a lifestyle. Comment below, emotional intelligence is my rebellion, and send this to a woman who keeps wondering why the same relationship patterns keep repeating in her life.